In this video, we're going to demonstrate the configuration of SonicMQ version 10 for OspreyHost. This assumes that SonicMQ version 10 has already been installed, which is detailed in a prior video on the Osprey Retail channel. The first thing we wish to do is to define the Java Home environment variable. This is done under the Advanced tab of System Properties and Environment Variables on a Windows 10 unit. Depending on your operating system, how to open this may differ, so consult your operating system documentation. In this case, we're going to click on Environment Variable. We're going to add a new system variable, so we'll click New. The variable name is Java underscore home in all caps. And then our variable value is going to be our install path, which is c:\sonic\jre\bin. And then we're going to click OK. The second step is we need to add this to our path. So we're going to come down here, click on Path, and choose Edit. And then we're going to come and click on New. And then we're going to add %Java_home%. The Java underscore home should be in all caps, just like it was in the previous screen. We're going to click OK. That's going to add our Java home environment variable, which is the c:\sonic_jre\bin to the end of our path. At this point, we can close this out by clicking OK and OK. And now we should reboot the machine. Once the machine has been rebooted, our next step is to tweak the included configuration files with the license key provided by Progress. To do that, we're going to open up a command prompt. In this case, I'm going to open up Windows System, go to Command Prompt, click on it to run it. Now I'm going to navigate to the CORS OspreyHost Sonic config folder. This could also be done via Windows Explorer. The first file we need to edit is model.xml. You can do this with the text editor of your choice. In our case, we're going to use Notepad. So Notepad space model.xml. Keep in mind, if using a more advanced text editor than Notepad, your XML may be neatly formatted and it may be easier to read. In this case, we're going to do a search and replace. So we're going to do an edit and then find, edit and replace. We're searching for 3 stars and then the word license key and then 3 more stars, also known as asterisk, and we're going to replace that with our license key. Make sure to choose replace all. The reason being, in the model.xml file there are 2 occurrences we'll be replacing. Once we have done so, we can save the file and close it. Now the process will be repeated on the topology.xml file. Again, doing a replace and searching for 3 asterisks, the word license key, 3 asterisks, and replacing with our Sonic key. In this case, we should only have 1 instance, however, replace all is suggested. Once that's been done, this file can also be saved, and then we can exit out of that and move on. Part of the reason that this video illustrates doing this from a command prompt is that we need to be at a command prompt to do the next portion anyway. However, we want to be at an administrative command prompt, and in this video we did not do that, so we're going to exit out of this one and then we're going to open an administrative command prompt. Depending on your operating system, that process may be different. In this case, I'm going to right click on command prompt, choose more, and then run as an administrator. Once that's done, we need to navigate to the C colon. So we're going to navigate, just changed our backslash to the C prompt, and then we're going to change directory to C colon backslash Sonic backslash SDM 10.0. Once we're there, our initial command to configure is going to be bin backslash configure.bat. Do not change to the bin folder and run configure.bat directly. The configure.bat that is provided along with some other support files expects to be ran from the SDM 10.0 folder. Deviating from that will break the batch file and cause your configuration to not occur. At this point, we're going to press enter to execute the file. The unable to locate tools.jar, that is a benign warning and can be safely ignored. Alright, we now have several entries that we need to enter. The first three values, the defaults can be accepted, so we'll choose enter, enter again, and then enter again. The temp folder should be specified. The default can be used on the system. However, if you've deviated from the default, then you would want to change that. So in this case, we're going to deviate and change it to just C colon backslash temp. And then our default containers. This must be changed. If you do not, your Sonic will not configure correctly. So our Sonic home folder is simply C colon backslash Sonic. And then enter. At this point, the scripting is going to run and start tailoring our Sonic installation. Our build is successful, 1 minute and 3 seconds. So now we need to do the rest of our configuration. In order to do that, again from the same folder, C colon backslash Sonic SDM 10.0, we're going to run bin backslash model model to to domain domain space dash capital C space C colon backslash ORS backslash OspreyHost. Please note that's changed from prior versions. It would have been Unify host backslash Sonic config, and then we're going to choose enter. This is going to launch the Unify specific configuration. Again, the unable to locate tools.jar is a benign message and can be ignored. You will see quite a few messages scrolling up the screen as it's tailoring things. Please note that this installation will include default users for the host system, which is JMS, as well as the first two stores, store 001 and store 002. The passwords are defined in the documentation. They can be changed, as well as additional users added, edited, etc. from the Sonic Management Console, which we will touch on in a third video. Additionally, once this process is completed, it is recommended that Sonic be set to start as a service. That will also be touched on in a subsequent video. You'll note that it's launched a domain manager process. This is a normal part of the installation. Once the installation is complete, we will shut this down. We will not want to click on the X and close the window. We will actually want to shut it down via a shortcut that we can access via the Start menu. In the meantime, we will drag this window up so we can see it better, and this one down. Alright, as you can see, our domain manager is finished, and now progress in our initial command prompt is continuing again. As you can see, we have now completed. Our build was successful. Total time 4 minutes and 52 seconds on a non-virtual machine, not recording software wise. That will be quicker, but it still will take a couple of minutes to process. Once we are complete, we can exit out of this window, but as was discussed earlier, leave the domain manager open. In order to close that, we're going to click on the Start button, go to ARIA, and then go down to Stop Domain Manager. And that will instigate a shutdown. Only do it once, unlike the twice that we just did in this video. As you can see down here, the shutdown is initiated and it's going through a graceful shutdown versus killing the process. Once it's shut down, then we will go through, configure the Sonic as a service, and load up the SonicMQ management broker to view that our topics and queues are all correctly created. So look forward to that video separately. Thank you.